we did Yahtzee. We started by writing the scenarios on the board and then translating them. You can see sort of here in our first test, we just have a simple create a Yahtzee game, roll all ones, and then see what our options would be. That's all the same. Which in this case, I learned you can get a Yahtzee, you could choose ones, you could choose 4 of a kind, 3 of a kind, and chance, and those would be the relative scoring that they would do. We moved on to other tests, like the fact that the Yahtzee should hold on to which options you use, that you're only allowed to use them once. And then turns, so here we have a Yahtzee, we choose that you cannot reroll, then we roll, and now we can reroll, and then after rerolling once, you're not allowed to reroll again, so it turns back to false. And then we can also see what our current dice are. And then this, which I think was the most interesting of the tests. So we had this situation where we wanted to see what all of the options were for the different rolls, right? And so here we have a test, a lockdown test, that asks to call display options, and then it has 5 dice, all which can range from 1 to 6. This calls the displays option thing and passes this 5 dice that it actually did roll, who in turn creates a Yahtzee game, rolls that Yahtzee, and then asks what the current scoring options are. Now, we did not actually write the implementation underneath it, so I think right now it will say ones if it contains a 1 in the first one, and Yahtzee if it contains the Yahtzee in the first one. But the much more interesting thing here is that this actually generates a 7,776 line all permutations that possibly can be run in Yahtzee, and shows you what the options are for them running, which is quite a significant amount of, not code coverage in the traditional sense, but in the sort of Heckle sense. We actually know that this will handle all options, and we're giving it for 4 lines of code. So we did.